From the streets to the stage, I'm the king of my craft. You can catch another phase. Yeah, you left in a cage.
Welcome to the Take It Home podcast. The podcast so bad we should just take it on home. I am one of your hosts, Zach Hendricks. You can find me on all social media at Z Hendricks Brand. And of course, look up your mama's favorites at Country Air Brand and them out of town shirts at Country Air Official all over the social medias, including the YouTubes. And tonight, it's just a dynamic duo, so I'll give the hot tag to my tag partner.
What up? It is Doc Simmons. You can find me on all social media at Doc Simmons 17. I am the reason we have been so inconsistent these past couple weeks. But hey, Waffles, Take It Home podcast, Waffles, for the love of
Waffles.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. How was the breakfast hunt?
I don't think I had any big breakfast. Did finish off some fajitas tonight that were very good. Yeah, I feel like last week we ate out a lot. Probably had some steaks at some point. Yesterday, I know for sure that burritos.
Well, me and Val getting some steaks this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all a blur. It's all a blur. Last week was very busy. Yeah.
No, I get that. It's been a couple of weeks. The one thing that wasn't a blur is me and Val were the first ever people to get order at the Chiba Hut that opened up in Greenfield.
Yeah.
First ever.
Really.
Bragging rights.
Thank you.
Got a nugget dank, a nugget of AK-47, and a large Pepsi. And for anyone who needs to look it up, dank is the pizza sub. AK-47 is a French dip, and the nug is the small size, is like a 4-inch.
Why is the AK-47 a French dip?
I don't know, but it was good because Val didn't finish, so I helped her out.
I feel like an AK-47 is an Eastern European thing. What? Gee, what?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I don't know. But why is pizza dank?
Yep. I mean, it's pizza. It can be whatever it wants to be.
Oh, yeah. It could be any banger it wants to be, any banger it desires to be. And with that, let's go with the banger of the week.
Yep.
And I got one. Let me take my library. Like songs by me. Make Way for the King by Ohana Bam.
I feel like we have had them on other things. Are you developing a favorite artist?
I might be. Who know? I just click on whatever has a good jam.
Yeah. It's very familiar. Very familiar. I don't think I wouldn't have found them on my own.
Maybe it's like a similar style I listen to. Because I found them on Discovery.
Okay. No, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
Yes, sir. But we haven't been on the podcast for a while, so what have you been watching?
I have not watched a lot of weekly wrestling. So that's that. I did watch God, I watched like a quick 12-episode anime the other day. That was surprisingly fun. Got back on Gundam Victory. That is depressing as always. Yeah, not too much wrestling these past 2 weeks.
Me myself, I did watch Backlash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely not done with Fatu with Roman. Hopefully it builds up to a little bit more. be interesting with like a lot of the releases, especially like a couple of the MFTs.
Yep.
What else? I watched trying to think. I watched not much wrestling myself, but I did watch I watched half of the Kevin Hart roast. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard
But who the who's Sam Gillis? Shane
Shane
Gillis.
Gillis. He's a stand-up
Yeah.
comedian.
I don't think he was the right guy to host Kevin Hart's.
He did the show Tires on Netflix, I believe. That's him.
That explains why he's hosting.
Yeah. Like,
I'm telling you, bro. He was doing these jokes and reading them, and they were falling flat. And he's like, "Oh God," he's like, "This is how tonight's going to be." And it was just really awkward.
I mean, he is like, his style is that like kind of awkward comedian.
Yeah, but that was like the awkward, like get off the stage for me.
Yeah, I mean, I did hear some jokes fell flat. That is sad. I do like Shane Gillis.
Yeah, he
He,
might be good, but just hopefully he's getting better as it. Like we've only watched half of it so far, but yeah, so far it's just like he's a little cringy.
and then also, I mean, I think The Rock should have posted for Kevin Hart.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Oh
there
yeah.
should be like some type of connection that is like
Yeah.
easily
It should be an
palpable.
obvious connection, like something that makes sense. Like I just don't think that Shane Gillis guy makes any sense with Kevin Hart.
Yeah, like I know Kevin Hart has put on a lot of up and coming comedians, but I didn't think Shane Gillis was one of them.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, it's pretty funny. We're probably halfway through. It's 3 hours long.
Oh God,
Yeah,
God.
yeah. Me and Val were like, "Oh, let's put it on last night," and then I was like, it's 2 hours and 51 minutes, and she was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah." So we only watched half so far.
Yeah, I don't think they were that long. At least with the
No, like
kids back in the day.
I think it was like hour and a half back in the day.
Yeah, like with the Comedy Central roast. God, everything's just
Yeah.
not enough time in the day.
Yep, when you guys have maybe an hour and a half, a day or two, but it's
Um,
worth watching.
I'll put it in the background while I'm sorting mail.
Oh yeah. But other than that, nothing really. Um, so with that, let's talk about since we haven't watched no wrestling. A couple weeks ago, we have no wrestling. But this last weekend, we had a little bit of wrestling.
Yes, we did. We were at
Yes, we did.
Fourth Wall wrestling familiar foes in NDS, Levy Cruz and Riley Jackson. And it was
Hell yeah! I mean, we wrestled them.
so many times.
We got that weird, awkward lag.
Yeah. We wrestled them a lot. But this dynamics were a little different this weekend than usual. But I think more importantly, the Golden Jackets are where they belong.
Yes, sir. The Queendom showed up full effect. We've been telling everyone that we were showing up. Doc's been back for a while.
I've been
I
black.
don't know if people are realizing, but he's been black since August, baby.
Yep. At least.
I mean, there's a little bit of a trend. Doc's first match back, he won the D6 tag belts. I mean, technically, we should have got the 0-1 belts right away. We kept winning at 0. We didn't lose at 0.
Yep.
And then your first match back at fourth wall, we got the jackets right back. You know, little trend. Now it hasn't even been a year. And we got what, 4 tag titles right now?
Yep. Something like that. 4 or 5. Built
Yes, sir. Yeah.
There's a lot of gold for the out of town shooters.
Yes, sir. Hopefully, we are going to get eventually back to the basics. Revamp the resume. Start reaching out again. People want us down south. People hearing about us out in the east. We got message from Reno. Spirit though. Gas prices ain't really helping.
Yeah,
Uh,
the spirit,
yeah.
the spirit. Every wrestler was hurt. So I saw some kids
I don't know.
buy
I don't know what's going on, but whatever's going on with the world, they just don't want us to travel because
Yeah,
gas prices are damn near $5 a gallon. Fucking spirits canceled.
look, it is apparently more expensive here than the fucking DMV area, which is an insane thought.
Yeah,
Like it's
wild.
more expensive here than it is in DC.
Hopefully, one day gas prices will get back. A new airline will be rebirthed and super cheap.
Yeah, if they,
It'll be a new day.
that's my thing. Y'all bailed out all these other airlines. Why couldn't you bail out Spirit? I mean, yes, I know they should stop bailing out airlines, but if you're going to bail out any airline, it should have been Spirit.
Spirit helped us out on so many wrestling trips.
Spirit was for the people.
Yeah, you might have lost your luggage every now and then, but they're for the people.
And that was the thing. I never lost my luggage. I never had a bad experience with Spirit. I have
Actually, the only spot I ever lost my luggage, it might have been United. It was when I got my job interview for when I did Stanley Black and Decker. I had to fly. First of all, it made no damn sense. They had me fly from from Chicago to Minnesota to Maryland. Like everyone had a connecting flight, but
yeah,
like yeah, and then like our flight because we flew into Minnesota and it was a blizzard, so our flight was delayed by like several hours. And then we arrive into Maryland and we have to be there. It's like a 2 day job interview. Like it's a 3 round interview, and then they pick the final 50, and they fly you out, and you have to do a 2 day interview. And United lost all my fucking clothes, like I had suits and all that pack, bro. So everyone's down here dressed to the T, like nice suits, jackets, blazers. Girls are looking great. My ass is walking down in some flip flops, white tee, sweatpants, and like a zip up hoodie. Like, yep, let's go. And you know what? Still got the fucking job. But I was judged so hard, bro. I never felt so. And like halfway on the bus, one of the guys finally told me, he's like, "Yo, I heard what happened." He's like, "I ain't gonna lie, I thought you just didn't give a shit." I
nope.
was like, "No,
Yeah, I think it was.
that's a
It was
awfully like
'92
that'd
where,
be an awfully long process to not give a crap."
yeah, where they lost the bag. But Spirit, yep, never had a bad experience with Spirit.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, hey, it worked. Yep. So yeah. Oh,
Well,
that'll be a sad one to see go. But fourth wall, NDS, that match was fire. Check it
bro,
out.
yeah, definitely like a great match. Finally got our fair 2-on-2. No outside distractions. And after 4 years, the Jackets are back home. It's a new day in fourth wall. And
Yep.
speaking of new day, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Topic of the week is the new day. It's been a minute. There's been a lot of releases. Now the
But
new day weren't released, but the fact that they mutually agreed to separate is crazy already.
yeah, I mean, the UFC fans have said it. And it's insane to think that we probably, after Randy, won't have WWE lifers. Like,
Oh yeah, bro. Unless Roman and Seth.
like Roman, Seth, Randy might be the last three.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say because like you can't like take Roman and Seth out of that equation. They might have started later, but like
Yeah,
I feel like those guys are gonna be lifers too.
yeah, but like besides those three, like
It is weird to think after like, especially like Orton leaving, like it'll be a whole different dynamic.
yeah, like he is.
Because even though Rollins and like Seth are there, like Rollins and Reigns are there, like it'll still just feel different.
Yep, because Randy is the last one of a long gone era of WWE.
I mean, one thing that upsets me, I saw a picture and like just made me upset. It said you had the New Day, Usos, Lucha Brothers, and Machine Guns
And did
all
nothing.
there
And did
and
nothing.
nothing.
You did.
Like, don't get me wrong. I'm glad they signed the Machine Guns and right away gave us DIY and Machine Guns, and they
On
got to show
paper,
us.
on paper, they had the best tag team division in all of wrestling, and did
Oh my
nothing.
God, bro! You could have had so many dream
Like
matches. Like this,
arguably in history, you could argue that was on paper the best tag team division in history.
oh
You
my
could,
God, you had God.
yep,
You had like the Creed brothers still.
yep.
You have like Garza and like
Humberto,
Humberto and Garza, like who were like they do dope shit. Yeah, Fraxium.
yep.
Um,
Fraxium, who people love. Like you arguably had the best tag division ever on paper. It did nothing.
I mean, they. I feel bad for Ray Phoenix. Like
I
I'm
feel,
glad that like yeah, Penta's doing great, but
yeah.
like
I mean, that was just like not to be like that guy, but I always knew Phoenix would not. I always knew, yep, Penta would be fine. Phoenix, not so much, because they're not gonna
I
let him.
mean if they would have came at the same if they would have came at the same time and like kind of I think debuted as the Lucha Brothers, maybe it'd been different.
Maybe, and then let Penta be the mouthpiece. It's just that, like, it's not that Phoenix can't talk. It's just that he talks so fast and spits a lot. Like the actual
Yeah.
technique of his talking is not good. Penta has good pacing when he talks. And that I think is like the biggest difference.
I mean, yeah, it could. Who knows? Maybe it'll build up.
And
Hopefully, it
then
builds up to
also,
like
like,
something big for.
if you look at the money investment, the money they put into Penta's entrance versus the money they put into Phoenix's entrance.
Very true.
Like, those matter. Those things matter.
I mean, we always knew. Like I feel like looking at Penta, like I knew like every time like Penta like always had that look though,
Yep.
like the
Penta
airport
always
look.
looked like you would make it in the E as long as they didn't fuck you over. Like as long as they didn't
Hmm.
go out of their way to like fuck you over, you would make it.
I feel like eventually, like he'll have this Intercontinental reign for a bit, but like he'll lose it. And maybe with this ego and Rusev thing, maybe Ray Phoenix will show up.
Yeah, maybe. I think my thing is like, is the IC title his peak? Like, is that his ceiling? I mean,
Mm-mm.
I don't think it
I
is.
think years down the line, I think years down the line they could have him be a world champion. But I think if I was them, and this is just all hypothetical. Like Ethan Page is hot, and I think it's always good to have a heel, especially
Yeah,
with
I
that
think,
IC title.
yeah, Paige needs to get a belt on him soon.
I think they put the belt on Ethan Page, but him and Rusev kind of put the boots to Penta, and that's how you can get Ray Phoenix in the mix.
But I mean, I just,
Who knows? But
I have no
I mean, but
do anything with.
we're going off topic because we're talking about tag team wrestling, which
Yeah,
again, I'm upset that we never got the Usos versus God,
yeah. Or
Lucha
the New
Brothers
Day.
versus Motor City Machine Guns,
Yeah,
New Day versus Machine Guns, Usos versus Machine Guns. Any tag team that was just strictly WWE versus the Machine Guns, very upset about.
yeah. But the New
But I
Day,
mean, we got Fraxium versus Machine Guns,
you think it's
and we
right?
got DIY. So,
Yeah. The DIY versus Machine Guns was good. But
but
yeah, the
now
New
that the
Day.
New Day are free, I mean,
I
talk
am
about it. Like,
very
first of all,
yeah.
I mean, talk about a gimmick that was weird at first. I came out like it was like, all right, you guys are gonna be just church gospel preachers and
Southern
like
Baptist,
really playing
yeah.
up a stereotype.
It,
What?
I like this Southern Baptist like churchgoers to arguably the biggest merch sellers ever.
Yeah, with just cool, crazy colors, like Nickelodeon vibes. Like that's what
Yeah,
it was. They just did Nickelodeon or like cool colors,
cereal.
pancakes, cereal.
Yeah,
Um, but I'll never forget. Like I don't know if like you remember. I remember like the New Dave Foreman because like
I
oh,
did. It is one of the weirdest serendipity moments. That first promo with Xavier Woods, I did see. I watched that episode live. Just happened on it.
I remember weeks before that though, they were like have Kofi Kingston match and Big E Langston matches,
Yeah,
and he would always keep coming out during their matches and like talking to him after.
yeah. But
But
then,
yeah, it's just crazy. And then like the unfortunate news with Big E, and then the way they kind of flipped that whole switch on everyone. They said, "Where have you been?" Like blah blah blah. You're
yeah,
back
that
now. We're
was
like
such a good heel turn. Such a good heel turn.
like that might be more. I don't know which is more iconic. Jericho and Kevin Owens Festival of Friends with the list or the Big E.
I think because the follow up to the list was better, it will be remembered more.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
because I
Like
mean,
that was such a that hurt watching that and just what like talking it out. The amount of drop balls in the last year since New Day renewed their contract. Like no surprising that they went separate ways.
oh yeah, dude. Like, I mean, they had that heel turn. They like it was refreshed, revamped. You could have done something. I mean, you could have done a whole New Day versus Uso storyline, and now we have it reversed, and people have been okay with it.
Yeah.
I
And
just feel like I don't know. It is one of those things like we have to take a grain of salt. There's two ways to look at it, and there's the like, but it is like how much is invested on the tag division.
yeah, and that's
Like,
that's the thing. It's like because this was such a huge dropped ball, they don't care.
well, it's like they even lost like yeah, they lost the New Day. Machine guns were released immediately.
Yeah.
They lost Tommaso, so there goes DIY. I was surprised Gargano like
Yeah, I'm surprised Gargano's still there.
like I don't want to sound bad, but like I don't want to like wish anyone to lose their job or anything. But it's just like looking
Just
at the cuts, like holy,
shit,
even the whole White Six.
yeah, the Wyatt Six. What a drop ball. That's just become what this section is. It's just the dropped balls of these releases. Wyatt Six.
It,
I remember the week after they debuted, or the week of they debuted, coming on this podcast, being like, "Yep, that was dope. What are they gonna do with
yeah,
it?" Like
We
really,
were like super excited. Everything was cool. That debut,
but
they killed Chad Gable.
yeah, they fucking shot Gable in the head, and I was just like, that's great. I don't have any faith they'll do anything.
Doc had no faith, and Doc was right.
Like, didn't want to be. I love Dexter Loomis. Joe Gacy's back on the
Oh,
Indies. He
did you
changed
see Dexter Lumis's promo? I love the fact that he still does some stuff with Indy Hartwell.
it well. Yep, I love that.
Does make me happy that like their friendship like shows throughout all that because like you just tell like they like became friends, so they do that, like they still keep the gimmick alive.
Yeah.
Appreciate the small things.
So, and I mean, I'm sure him. He's got his acting. He's got wrestling. He'll be fine. Gacy is back on the Indies.
Yeah, he's been announced. I don't know what Bo Dallas will do.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Freaking Nikki Cross got her master's. Like, so she'll be fine. She can wrestle or
I could see her down the line showing up at TNA.
I could see her doing. Yeah.
Her with Rosemary and them.
Yep, could definitely see her in TNA.
But,
Loomis, I could see going back. Sam Shaw. But it's just like, man.
I do feel like eventually the New Day will come back.
I, 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 I am more intrigued to see what Kofi does because Austin Creed will be fine. Like
I
he,
mean, Kofi Kingston will be fine too.
yeah,
Just like,
Kofi
is
will
he
be
going to wrestle?
fine.
Is he done?
Yeah, is he done? Like that's the thing. It's like Creed can wrestle, Creed can stream, he can do conventions, he can do freaking
I would be
Evo,
surprised if
he can do
I
video games.
do you think they go AEW?
I would like to see it because then we have a world where it's Young Bucks, Edge and Christian, FTR, and the New Day feuding at the
Hey,
top.
you guys are beside the guns.
If they sign the guns, I
I
would
said
be,
they might as well side the guns at that point too if they do all
yeah,
that.
yeah, and if they sign the guns, like, I would not be surprised if the guns go back to TNA. I'd be upset, but I would not be surprised. But I
I
would love
mean,
for them to come
they'll
be,
finish, they'll finish their careers at TNA, I believe.
yeah, they'll probably finish at TNA, but it just give us like 2, 3 years.
You know what? They'll work the indies. And if you're listening and you have machine gun money in the Midwest, give Country Air the machine guns. Just
Oh,
gonna say it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, hey, um,
Yeah, see, that's where you gotta be positive. That's where you gotta be positive. Us as a tag team
because
guy,
their
like
nine,
if
their
you
90
have,
day, the 90 day will end in August. So something to think about.
oh yeah,
Lots of stuff they can do.
yes sir. But I mean, any tag team. If you have any extra big money tag team, I'm just putting it out there. We need the test. We want that.
Yeah.
But no, New Day versus Young Bucks would be fire. I mean, they've worked FTR before, but not the version of FTR they are now.
Oh yeah.
They kind of worked the comedy act of FTR.
Another drop ball.
I mean, even Aleister Black again gone, and like, didn't he just beat Orton?
I believe so.
He has the curse to have like when he does something interesting, he's released.
Yep.
Because the first time he was released, he showed up on Friday Night SmackDown and Black Mass Big E. Well, he was the world champion, and the next week he was released.
Yep.
And then he beat Orton in that match, and they've been doing him like in the background of places. For what?
Yeah. Like, what's the
There's
point?
no payoffs.
Yeah. It's it's rough to see.
Oh, another lifer is R-Truth.
Not by their choice.
Yeah, by the fans' choice.
Yeah,
We the people.
that's
Our truth is
it's
ours.
like, yeah, our truth is, but not because they want it.
Oh yeah.
Like that
I
is,
mean, it's weird to think about. Like, I think like 3 to 5 years down the line, the whole dynamic of WWE is going to be completely different.
I think next year.
Yeah,
I think next year. I think
especially if like
I
Rollins is
think
having these injuries. And,
WrestleMania next year. I think it. I cannot even predict. Like feel I feel bad for the wrestling business.
I don't know. Maybe we'll get signed. Maybe we'll.
Yeah, I mean at this point it's
I feel bad for the wrestling business.
I feel everybody will get signed because like you're gonna cut so many and then realize you have nothing.
So you realize you have us.
Yeah.
Hi guys. We'll keep waving.
Yep. So it's like it's insane. But New Day, I'm sure they'll land back on their feet.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. I don't. I think eventually they will be back at WWE. But it'll be interesting to see how their like little indie journey goes, especially like we've seen Austin Creed. He's done TNA before. Like how you say he'll be fine with streaming or whatever, but no one's ever seen Kofi outside of WWE, so that's like where it's
Yeah,
intriguing.
like that's the most interesting one. Like, yeah, Creed. I will be very surprised if he is not involved in Evo coming up, and we just had Tokyo Game Show. Like, he'll be fine. He's going to be
The
so.
only, you know what? One thing that's gonna be weird. We're not gonna have a Kofi moment at Rumble.
Yep, yeah, no more Kofi moments. They'll probably be
It'll be
so
a surprise entrant just for the
it'll
moment.
be Soul Ruker or Kalani. That'll be
Or or for the men, I bet you Javon got them hops and like he's like was
Javon can probably come up with something. Or even worse, TKO doesn't understand what a Rumble moment is, and we don't have them anymore.
or Nathan Frazier.
Like, yeah, if you want to be positive, but I just don't think that.
I'm gonna try to be positive at all times.
Like, it makes me feel like TKO doesn't understand how much history matters in wrestling.
Oh
And
yeah, I mean it'll definitely be weird to see how the TKO takeover is.
yeah, going
It's like feeling more in effect.
yeah,
Uh, but with that, I guess we'll talk about what we got coming up.
yep,
And we got one for the books. We going out back to Macomb, Illinois to beat up some frat boys.
yes, sir. Going to Destination 6, Country Air, your mama's favorites, those out of town shooters,
Ba, ba, ba.
up against Alpha Sig, very, very popular tag team for Wrestling Revolver. But
For the Revolver Tag Team Champions.
yep, but you are stepping out onto the road, boys, and that is where the out of town shooters thrive.
Yes, sir. We didn't we've been around for a long time. We ain't just come back in August and just sit around and do nothing. It's only May and we have 4 tag titles already on the belt, so we haven't lost any. We've been collecting, but we haven't been dropping.
Yep,
So you guys want to come in first of all? I don't even know if the tag title's gonna be on the line. It's I guess it's one of those things we gotta talk to promote. We gotta talk to the. We have to talk about it.
yep.
Is
Get our
even worthy
lawyers.
of a title challenge.
Yeah, we're get our lawyers on it.
I'm just saying. First of all, we're the bad guys. You don't come in and try to out bad guy us.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
don't try to come outdo me on my stage.
Yep.
You don't see me coming to Revolver and out beating you in beer pong.
Yep, exactly.
But other than that, I don't think we got nothing else this weekend.
Nope, just more house stuff. But yeah, that's it.
That's on it. So with that, we should just really on take it on home. So Doc, any final thoughts or questions?
Um, yeah, fixing your heart, fix building a house isn't hard. It's just time consuming. So, like, don't do that. Don't do what I did. Um,
But
be sure to
when the
watch.
house is ready, we're gonna party and destroy it.
Yep. There are moments where it's like, yep, I did this, so it's fine. Like I will deal with it. Um, that feels good, but be sure to watch the things you watch. Don't watch the things you don't like. Life is too short. Celebrate pro wrestling.
Yeah, and then for me, as usual, tell promoters to book Doc and I. We like to tag, we like to travel. Um, let's like all have our fingers crossed that we find another cheap airline one day, cheap gas prices
Yeah.
without the good juju. And last but not least, Perch ain't here, but make sure you follow Perch XLV. Hashtag for the ref brand, hashtag celebrate pro wrestling. And with that, y'all be easy. One.
From the streets to the stage, I'm the king of my craft. You could catch another phase. Yeah, you left in a cage.